episode 76. Hello everyone and welcome to Wolff&Schafe podcast. My name is Magdalena and this is my kitty co-host Domarat. We have a Fallen Cats Day today. Wednesday today, November 29th, 2017. The weather is a bit, it's quite gloomy and there are clouds on the tops of the mountains in our valley. But other than that, everything is good. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. If you're a new viewer, this is a podcast about knitting, spinning, sometimes embroidering, sometimes sewing, various crafty things in a little town of Adliswil near Zurich in Switzerland. I'm originally from Poland and I live here with my husband Gleb and our little son Stasio. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry under my full name, which is Magdalena Wolff with double F. And my show notes appear here in the down bar. Helpful links are always in the video description here on YouTube. If you enjoy my show, please subscribe to the channel. And what else about announcements? Oh yeah, about my Etsy shop, Wolff&Schafe. We're having a very special deal right now till December 20th. You can, if you buy 2 or more skeins of yarn, you get free shipping worldwide. Awesome! I know. It's, I like to play little Santa, so if you want to order something for Christmas, it will be a bit easier for you. So yeah, I think we could start with knitting, and I have a finished object again. This time it's the Love's Promise cardigan. Look at that. Just look at that. Yeah. This is how it looks on the back. So as you can see, it has this collar / button band. It's a bit shaped, so it's a bit wider here. It has this beautiful lace accent here, like in the place of seams. And I knitted, and it's Love's Promise by my friend Agata Mackiewicz, also known as Amanita. And I use my hand-dyed yarn for this, Wolff&Schafe Moon, which is 75% superwash merino and 25% mulberry silk in the Dylan colorway. And I knitted size S. I discussed this with Agata and she said, "Oh, you're so tiny," because she's a tall person, so for her I am tiny. I'm average, I think. However, we discussed it and I decided to knit size S, and I think, well, maybe an M wouldn't be a bad idea. However, this is how much yarn I have left. So it's possible that I would have to, for the M size, I would need more skeins, because I used only 2 skeins of yarn. It's fingering weight. But other than that, I am really loving this. The fabric is, you probably can see here, right? It's a bit airy and I like it. It also has this silkiness about it because there's silk, and it's very pleasant to the touch, and I feel quite good in it. So I used 3.5mm needles, which is US size 4 for the body, and for the edges And I believe also for the color I used 3mm needles. The pattern says bigger needles, but I'm a loose knitter, so, and as you can see, the fabric is pretty see-through, so I think if I used bigger needles it would be too much. I was swatching before starting this project, so yeah, 3.5 looked the best with this yarn for me, basically. And yeah, what else? I'm pretty excited to wear it. Right now I'm thinking about a pullover because yeah, one sweater finished, you should think about the new one, right? So this is my finished object, and yeah, comfy, pleasant. Oh yeah, these I wanted to show you. Doesn't it look just awesome? And it's actually so easy to make. I was wondering how you make them when I was looking at the pictures of the pattern, and this is so clever, really. It's such a cute little accent here. And I made the sleeves, I believe, a bit longer than in the pattern, or just a little bit longer, yeah. I wanted the sleeves more or less this length, and anyway I wouldn't have too much more yarn left. So yeah, happy with this project. Maybe it could be a bit bigger, but then I don't know about the sleeves. Anyway, now works in progress, and I have a new project to show you. And it is Brioche, or maybe I'm mispronouncing this, but it's yeah, it's designed by my other friend Robin Weldon, who designed this pattern from my yarn. I think I did share it on the podcast before. And yeah, it's a cowl, a brioche cowl. And yeah, I already have this much because this is Aran weight yarn. The yarn that I'm using is, again, my hand-dyed yarn, Wolff&Schafe Romulus, which is 100% superwash merino in Aran weight. And these colors, actually, I did not name them. I dyed these two specifically for this project. So yeah, I wrote down how to dye them. I just didn't name them yet. I really love this one. It's, well, on the camera it looks a bit more purple. In real life it's a gray with those purple overtones. And yeah, this is greens, various shades. And this is how it looks like. It's a brioche project. And yeah, knitting straight brioche is not a problem for me anymore. Sometimes with the decreases, yeah, mostly with decreases, I have some problems, but yeah, other than that, I'm progressing. Of course, it can be two-sided, but I'm thinking about this as the main side, and the cowl is going to be hopefully Christmas present for Gleb. His other cowl that I also knitted for him got felted accidentally. How did that happen? Well, Gleb just forgot to remove his cowl from his blouse's pocket. So usually when I put the clothes to the washing machine, I check the pockets of trousers, but I did not think to check the blouse. Go figure. And yeah, and it felted. So his cowl, he had this set of of a cowl and the hat. And now he only has the hat. I mean, he still has the cowl, but it's really felted. So I thought that for Christmas I will knit him a new cowl, and oh my goodness, it's so squishy and soft and nice. I think he will like it against his skin. He might complain that it's not too tight because he likes those, you know, choking cowls, but this one will be tall enough that he can fold it, so he will have a double layer around his neck. And I think it's nice and manly. Is it manly, do you think? and it's fun for me because of those purple overtones here. So yeah, this color is not, how to describe it? It's not obvious what color it is really. And I'm using 5mm needles, which is US size 8, I believe, and 50cm cable. These are my Knit Pro interchangeables, and yeah, and 50cm is just right for this cowl. So yay! This is my new project. And lastly, my crochet project, which is constantly growing, and it is my granny stripe blanket. Woo! Oh. See? I started to replace, I mean, I'm doing a third repeat of the colors, but I've started to replace some of the yarns because I ran out of them. And yeah, here I had to join. I will hide these. Anyway, there's some of my handspun here that wasn't there before, or maybe it was. But yeah, it's a lot of blues and teals plus some additions. And I'm using a 3.5mm hook for this, and all of the yarns are basically fingering weight. Well, there is one that is fingering / sport weight, but I think that's okay. And yeah, this is pretty exciting because the blanket is growing, and it's really mindless project, so I can just relax, especially in the evenings when I put Stasha to bed and I'm like, ugh. So then I just will relax. I would listen to an audiobook or watch something and just chill. And this is it for knitting. I did do some slight progress on my embroidery project. So, ta-da! There are the flowers or crosses visible already. Isn't it cute? So this is my... this is the pattern that I'm using, found on the internet for free. And this is basically traditional Slavic embroidery. Yeah, and with traditional motifs of the lady and the birdies and some geometrical elements. I will skip some of them, like these and these, but yeah, you can see my progress here, and I've started on this thingy. But I'm planning to use only red thread for everything, and it's a pretty, it will be pretty big. I mean, you can tell that this cloth is pretty, rough. I mean, the crosses are big. Every cross here is 2 I'm lacking a word. It's not 1 by 1, it's 2 by 2 basically. But yeah, I love how it's turning out. Ooh. And I'm not in a hurry with this project because, yeah, it's not like I will wear it or something. It will be just for decoration. I don't have any deadline. So yeah, whenever I feel like doing it, I just put some crosses in and that's it. And yeah, for crafting, this is mostly it. I also made candles, you guys. I did them last time, a year ago, 2 years ago. Look, this is a jar. I think there was some jam in it or something. And this is the Nutella glass. And this is beeswax, basically. So why I did that? Well, first of all, I love candles. Oh yeah, and I put some stars on it, star stickers. So I love candles, and also actually today in Poland is a day called St. Andrew's Eve, and on St. Andrew's Eve we traditionally do parties, and we have this tradition of fortune telling, stemming out from old times when really everybody wanted to know when will I get married. So in the really older times there were 2 separate days. It was St. Catherine's Eve for gentlemen, so it's November 24th, and a couple of days later St. Andrew's Eve was for the ladies, and they would then try to foretell their future husbands and such. But these days it's only St. Andrew's Eve survives, and many people just go and party with some touch of fortune telling. It's the most popular thing to do is pour wax. So you melt wax and you pour it into the bowl with cool water, and then it creates a shape. When it solidifies, it creates a shape, and then you take the shape and you cast a shadow on the wall and try to see, you know, like Rorschach test, to see shape, like something meaningful, like an animal or an object, and then you try to imagine what it could mean for your future year to come. So it's really fun. I heard that in Germany there is a similar custom, but with melting lead. I've never seen it, but it must be pretty intense. We only use wax. So when I was a kid, I would do that every year. And when you pour the wax, it's either through a key. You have a key, and you know the head of the key, you pour it through it, or the older version you need birch branches, like a couple of birch branches, and through the birch branches you pour the wax, and then it scatters and creates those shapes. And yeah, when I was a kid there were so many things we would do, but wax pouring is the most popular thing. And we did a party, because why not, to have some fun. We have some friends with kids as well, so the kids enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, I always enjoy it, and afterwards I had some beeswax left over. So when I was small, beeswax was not really a thing you could easily get your hands on, so we used the regular candle wax. But yeah, in Switzerland it's for Christmas, in Christmas season, Beeswax candle appear in all stores because Swiss people use them for decoration for the Christmas tree. Not electric lights, but pure beeswax, like little thin candles. So I bought these and I melted them. I removed the goodness, yeah, you know, these thingies, and then we used that. So I had some left over after fortune telling was done. I melted the wax back, and then made these. And oh, you guys, they smell like heaven. Yeah, for this one I used actually this this thingy from Tea Light, and for this one I just used the thread, and we will see how it works. My previous candles did work pretty well, so fingers crossed. Yeah, other than that, if you haven't noticed, I'm already in the My Life in General segment. But yeah, I finished listening to the Throne of... Court of Thorns and Roses series, which is a trilogy. And yeah, I've enjoyed it. I had fun. And afterwards I was like, what do I do now? Because I was listening pretty intensely to it, and I chatted a bit with Kristen from Yarngasm Podcast Wool and Vineyards. Hi Kristen, we had some fun talking about the characters and what should have happened and what shouldn't have happened, stuff like that. That was fun. I really love chatting about books. But yeah, I recommend it if you hate cheesy parts. It might not be a book for you because well, yeah, let's be honest, there are. But it's also very engrossing and fun, so I recommend it, really. What else? Oh yeah, just today I learned that one of my favorite music bands will be playing next year in Zurich. And it's Nightwish. I love Nightwish, and I really hope to get tickets and go to the concert because it's such a cool opportunity. So yeah, looking forward to that. Fingers crossed we get tickets. And yeah, I haven't been to too many concerts in my life, only a couple, but this is the band I would really want to see. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And where is my cat? Here. Okay, and we wish you a very crafty time. I already feel Christmas in the air. I know it's still November, but it just came. So happy knitting, happy crafting, and we will see you next time. Yeah, bye!